unless you get divine healing. Believe me, you can never get your healing in the same environment in which or from where you got sick or from where you got broken. And the longer you stay in a toxic environment, the more sick you get, the more hurt you'll become, and the more broken you're going to get, the more you will end up losing yourself. And it doesn't matter who is behind the toxicity or who is behind the negative environment you are experiencing, or that thing that forced you into being broken, into being emotionally sick, into being emotionally unstable. A toxic environment isn't healthy for anyone. Even if the betrayal came or is coming from somebody or from people that you never expected to betray you. The best thing for you right now, or when you feel you're so broken, is to remove yourself from that toxic environment, from the negative energy, from the negative environment that made you sick in the first place. If you're looking at getting your healing, then step out of the environment from where you got sick. And for your own peace of mind, mental wellness and healing, please avoid trying to raise the dead. You are not Jesus Christ. You're not God. Don't assume that you're going to change somebody's behavior, somebody's character. Most of the times it's very, very hard. It's like trying, to water, a dead log, like trying to raise the dead. That miracle can never happen. So try avoiding raising the dead. And remember that spending a lot of time, praying over dead situations, for toxic friends, family members, relationships, partners, and begging somebody for too long. When you're staying too long, when you're apologizing for wrongs you didn't do, when you prolong that kind of situation, you actually make yourself sicker, vulnerable, and more consumable to those who want to consume you, to those who want to see you weak, sick, and broken. So why can't you love yourself more and then step out of that situation? Remember, if you are to find your healing and find it faster, you need to work on breaking the cords, breaking the bonds, breaking the ties, or anything that binds you to that situation, that binds you to that kind of partnership, anything that has been tying you or binding you to that kind of relationship. And you have to work on breaking these bonds intentionally, because if you don't do that, then your healing would later come. But the point here is, it's hard for you to find your healing in the same place, the same environment from where or in which you got hurt or you got sick in the first place. Remember, we also need, I don't know how many times I've said this word remember, but you need to break the mental, physical, spiritual, and other ties. Anything that has been binding you to a certain environment or situation has to be broken. You have to step out of the usual and then go to the unknown, such that you find your healing better. Yes, I know it's real tough. It's a hard paper to completely break off, to completely manage to cut off the ties. But the process is a good one. You can endure that process by accepting that that's no longer your life. Accepting that where you were or where you have been has been toxic. and then getting to know that you no longer belong there because you deserve the best. You have to accept that you no longer belong to that toxic environment and then move to where you are going to find your peace of mind. And if you've done your very best to change the situation, for example, to make somebody try to change their behavior, but they intentionally refuse to change, then stop trying so hard to impress. Stop trying so hard to make somebody, rhyme with you or get to understand you, because in doing so, you're not hurting anybody, but you are hurting yourself. If they are not correcting their ways, then walk away from them. Remove yourself from that environment, not because you've lost, but simply because you are working on your healing. It's as simple as that. And your healing is so paramount. And interestingly, walking away sometimes helps the other party, to reflect on the whole thing, think about it, make some considerations, and then make informed decisions. Please, walk away from any environment that is no longer constructive in your life, any situation that isn't adding anything towards you in a positive matter, any environment that is detrimental to your life. And please, give yourself a favor of forgiveness. Forgive yourself. You have to believe that you've played your part in the best way that you could, and then walk away. Remove yourself physically, emotionally, spiritually. Walking away sometimes is the best thing that you can do for yourself, for the sake of your healing. Walk away, because you will never find your healing in the same place, the same environment from where you got hurt. You can't heal from the same environment in which you got hurt, or you can't heal in the same environment from where you got hurt. Thank you so much. Please kindly support me. The best way to support me is by clicking on that red subscribe button so that your subscription is added. I love you very much. I believe we are all going to make intentional steps that will help us to receive our healing. Remembering that the best way to receive this kind of healing most of the times is stepping away or removing ourselves from the same environment in which we were hurt or broken, or stepping out of the environment from where we got sick in the first place. My name is Rachel. Let's meet in our next video. God bless you. I will see you then.